Hi, this is Sandeep from e-GMAT. I'm a senior strategy expert here at e-GMAT. And first of all, thank you for showing interest in our courses. And I believe you wanted to understand the 6-point framework, which you can execute using the GMAT online course to get to that 740 plus. So in this 5-minute video, I'm going to quickly take you through the e-GMAT course platform and explain how exactly these 6 things are done properly. At a very high level, briefly, I'll try to give you that explanation. So, as you read from the email, step number one is always the diagnosis part. So, regardless of your current preparation level, whether you're starting from zero or whether you have done some sort of preparation, your step number one would be to do a diagnosis with the mock test. We call it Sigma X mock test. So, you would have to take this mock test number one. uh, the score would act as a baseline. The Sigma X mock test will come with an enhanced score report. This is the only mock test out there apart from the real GMAT that gives this enhanced score report. So you get to know your quant score, verbal score, and within verbal, you get to see your percentile scores in sentence correction, critical reasoning, and reading comprehension. These percentile scores actually talk about your current skill level. 44 percentile in sentence correction means probably the foundation is very weak. 91st percentile score in reading comprehension means your skill level is very good, already the ability is there. Similarly, in quant you get to see your arithmetic percentile score, algebra, geometry, problem solving, and data sufficiency percentile scores. These all act as your baseline scores. So we need to understand where exactly do you stand, so that you can determine what to do for that subsection to improve. The mock test also gives lots of other data points as well, but in the beginning, all these data points are not that important. The percentile scores in each subsection is very important. Now, once you have these percentile scores, the next step would be to spend some time and create a personalized study plan. This is an AI driven personalized study plan. It takes your mock test as an input and it generates a personalized study plan that would look something like this. So the objective of this plan, the study plan, is to take your current ability scores as input and give you personalized target percentile scores and based on your overall target score. So it gives personalized targets. It also gives you time estimates. If you can study 2 hours, 3 hours on a weekly basis, and you can put in more time on weekends and starting, let's say this is your starting date for the preparation. Overall, it recommends a GMAT date. So this is a 2-month study plan for a student who wants to improve from a 650 to a 750, 100-point improvement at 2 hours per day effort. So it gives out effort required for each subsection, how much time is required to improve, and also it recommends custom strategies depending upon your starting score and target score. It tells you what to do and what not to do. These videos will act as recommendations on the strategy. That's how it gets done. So every student will have their own personalized study plan. The framework is going to be different for everybody. The sequence will be different for everybody. The targets, the timelines, everything will be unique for each of the student. And then comes the execution part. The execution will vary a lot from student to student. Somebody who is already at a 91 percentile in RC probably will do stage 3, which is nothing but focusing on a lot of hard questions practice. But it's 33 percentile in critical reasoning. You need to start from the basics of it. So the execution will vary from student to student. Assuming that you are doing, let's discuss a scenario where the student has to go through everything. So let's try and understand what is that. So we covered diagnosis, we covered the study plan. Now step number 3 is the learning stage. So as a step number 1, you would have to go through our learning modules. For example, let's take sentence correction. If you go to sentence correction, these all are your learning modules. In each module, we cover concept video lessons. We not only teach the concepts, we also teach application of the concepts. In these application video lessons, we will teach you a step-by-step method to solve the questions. For example, in sentence correction, we teach something called a meaning-based approach. In critical reasoning, pre-thinking approach. So you will learn these proprietary step-by-step methods. So let's say in sentence correction, you have about 10 topics. In every topic, you have concept lessons, concept quizzes, application lessons, and so on, and overall practice quizzes. The most important aspect here is every learning activity uh, uh, will will end with a qualifying quiz. This 100% score, 100%, all these are quizzes which are telling us that the learning has been done in a proper way. If you're scoring 40%, 50%, 30%, that means those are red flags. So you're going to get that feedback every time you do something on the quizzing, on the learning dashboard. There is a feedback score that tells us whether you are doing things properly or not. Similarly, Practice quizzes will come up with recommendations. If you score low, what exactly you should do next to fix that problem. So you have to work on that. You have to do that rework and you have to fix it. So in the learning stage, you are going to learn concepts and the scores will tell us that you really understood the concepts. You're going to learn methods to solve the questions and you will be doing a lot of practice to master that methodology, whatever you have learned from the application lessons. That's the third point, the learning stage. Then comes the cementing stage. That's the fourth point in our list. So during the cementing stage, you would go to the quizzing platform. Scholaranium is our dedicated quizzing platform for verbal and quant, two separate quizzing platforms. Cementing is nothing but you need to practice a set of medium and hard level questions, about 60 questions in each subsection: SC, CR, RC, everywhere separately. That practice will help you cement the methods, master the methods that you have learned during your learning stage. And while you are doing these cementing quizzes, the Scholaranium quizzing platform will continuously monitor your performance. For example, in sentence correction, how is your performance increasing test by test? Is it increasing? This is an increasing trend. If I look at, you can also look at only in hard difficulty level questions, how is the performance? Is it increasing or decreasing? We even give you custom targets of what is the right score for you, what exactly you should achieve. In various difficulty levels, different targets would be there. And you can also look at the overall progression in hard level questions. uh, During the course of time, how is your progress? Is it continuously increasing, or is it consistent, or it is decreasing? In every subsection you can actually monitor your entire progress. So during the cementing stage, that's what you would actually do. Similarly, in sentence correction, in each topic level and in each block level performance, not just overall sentence correction, but in modifiers, how is your performance in each difficulty level increasing or decreasing? In this particular bunch of topics, how is your performance increasing, decreasing? So that you can figure out, okay, you may not have problem here, but you may have problem in block number 1. So we have to work and you have to fix it. So that's the cementing stage, where you need to uh, master those methods which you have learned in the learning stage by doing a lot of practice, and make sure all you are hitting the metrics both in accuracy and in timing as well. These are the timing graphs. So you'll have to achieve that. That's the cementing stage of it. Then comes the test readiness stage. So in test readiness stage, we would ask you to create mixed quizzes with questions from SC, CR, RC all together, hard level questions, medium level questions, and you will be given targets. You need to achieve those targets. So you're slowly increasing your stamina. Earlier you may have done only SC questions in one go. Now you are mixing up SC, CR, RC all together. So right now you are building your stamina and trying to get the ability to solve all the questions combined, just like how you would do in a proper GMAT or in a mock test. You're doing that. Similarly, whenever you are taking these quizzes, you get to see your overall performance, and whenever you make some mistakes, the quizzing platform itself would ask you, it will tell you there is a particular question and you got it incorrect, and it will ask you to review the question, the solution. So you have to review this entire solution in a certain way. We teach you that way so that you can figure out where exactly you made the mistake, why did you make that mistake, so that you don't repeat that in the future. So all these processes get done during your test readiness phase. Then comes the final stage, the mock test phase. That is also part of your test readiness stage. You'll have to build test readiness with a bunch of mock tests, and make sure your mock test scores are consistent. Let's say you go to this Sigma X mock test, consistency should be visible in each of these mock tests: 720, 730, 740, and so on. That's the overall idea. And in the mock test, whenever you are taking them, let's say if I click on this analyze button, on the verbal side, sentence correction, the percentile, critical reasoning percentile, reading comprehension percentile, all these percentiles should match your study plan targets that were given to you in the beginning. That's how you close the overall loop. And last but not the least, the sixth point, dedicated mentor. Throughout this journey, it looks overwhelming, so many data points, so many targets, so many things to do. A dedicated mentor is always at your disposal to help you understand whether you are doing things in a proper way or not, whether you are making any mistakes or not. So you should regularly reach out to your dedicated mentor and check in regularly to figure out whether everything is going on smoothly, or you're making any mistakes, or if you're not achieving any targets, you should reach out to your mentor, and your mentors would actually do the data analysis. They would analyze the every data point from Scholaranium, from mocks, from the learning dashboard, everything, and based on that, they will be giving you recommendations and feedback so that you don't do the wrong thing and get stuck there. We try to fix the problem in the early stages itself so that you get done with the preparation, get to the target score in limited amount of time. So this is the main 6-step framework that you would go through overall in your journey. So that's how it is. I hope this helps. I hope this gives you good idea about this. To experience this, feel free to log into our free trial, and that should help you evaluate the course in a much better way. I hope this helps. Thank you.